Hi students, I welcome to all of you to this session of fluid machinery. Dear students, this is your lecture number 39. Myself Dhiraj Mandal, Assistant Professor JS College of Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about the multi-stage centrifugal pump. Multi-stage centrifugal pump. See, last class we discussed about the numerical and homework was given to you. I am very happy that all of you are submitting the assignment. Okay. So the 19.14 this is your homework. This was given to you. I already told you how to solve this numerical. Here the diameter is given, d2 and velocity of flow at outlet is given, phi is given, maneuvetic efficiency given. You have to find out the minimum speed required to run the centrifugal pump. So from that means if I am drawing the velocity triangle, you have to find out the Vw2 from this equation. Tan phi is equal to Vf2 by u2 minus Vw2. So from this equation you will be getting the Vw2 in terms of n. Okay, rotational speed. Now we know that this is your equation. N is equal to 120 into n maneuvetic efficiency into Vw2 into d2 by pi into d2 square minus d1 square. So put the value, you will be getting in terms of n, you will be getting the value of and that means in terms of n, only here n and also here is n. So by the help of this, if you are solving the problem, you will be getting 137.22 rpm. That is the answer. Come to the next point. This is another example is taken, numerical is taken. So maximum numerical is solved in this video lecture. Okay, so I think you are getting helpful for this kind of initiative taken by JS College of Engineering. 19.15, a centrifugal pump of with 1.2 meter diameter d2 is given, runs at 200 rpm and pump 1880 liter per second. The discharge is given. Okay, and the average lift being 6 meter. Average lift money, the manometric head is given 6 meter. Okay, the angle which the vane make at exit with the tangent to the impeller is 26 degree. So the phi is also given. Okay, vane angle, and the radial velocity of flow, it is equal to, radial means your at the inlet, the alpha is equal to 90 degree. Clear? And the velocity of flow is your 2.5 meter per second. Determine the manometric efficiency and the least speed to start pumping against a head of 6 meter. The inner diameter of the impeller is impeller being 0.6 meter. So the given data is your d2 is given 1.2, n is given 200 rpm, discharge 188 liter per second. So you have to make it meter cube per second. That is your divide by 1000. Okay, hm is your 6 it is your hm is equal to 6 meter. Okay, next your 526 degree, vf to your 2.5 meter per second, d1 is also given 0.6 meter. So you have to find out the manometric efficiency. So manometric efficiency, you know this formula, ghm by vw to u2, and this is your velocity triangle. Radial, it is told that radially it is entering, so that is why vf1 is equal to v1 and alpha is equal to 90 degree at that time, and vw1 is equal to 0. So this formula you know. Now the u2 is equal to what? Pi d2 n by 60. So put the value of n, you will, and d, you will be getting u2. Okay, so the manometric that means u2 is equal to your 12.56 meter per second. Now tan phi, if I want to find out the Vw2, then tan phi is equal to what? From this triangle, tan phi is equal to Vf2 by u2 minus Vw2. So u2 is given, clear, Vf2 is given, phi is given. Can I find out the Vw2? So Vw2 is your 7.4 meter per second. Now put the value of value in this equation. Manometric efficiency, g is given, hm is given 6. This is not 0.6, this is only 6. Okay, and the Vw2 is you can find already I have got, and the u2 I have got. So remember, ultimately you have to, first of all you have to see what you need to find out. Magnetic efficiency. Now the put the equation of magnetic efficiency. Now from this equation you know that HM is given, but VW2 and U2 you need to find out. So by the help of this given data you have to find out this VW2 and U2, then put the value, you will be getting the answer. So 63% is the answer. Clear? Now come to the next part, that is your least speed to run the pump. Now what should be the least speed? That the you know that the condition is your vortex flow, the difference of pressure rise is equal to Hm. So U2 square by 2g minus U1 square by 2g is equal to Hm. Clear? Now U2 is equal to V omega R2. Okay, U2 is equal to omega R2 and U1 is equal to omega R1. So put the value U omega R1 and R2. So and Hm already it is given 6 meter. Clear? Now taking common omega square. So R1 and R2 is it is given also, because diameter you know. So you can easily find out R1 and R2. Now from this equation you just see omega square is equal to this 436, and you know that omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60 already I know. So from this equation n is equal to 200 rpm. So very easy problem and very important problem also. So from this equation you can easily find out. Now come to the next your slide, that is your multi-stage centrifugal pump. So today's discussion will be based on this multi-stage centrifugal pump. So I hope the numerical is clear. Now let us solve the that means let us see what is the your theory part is given here. Basically, what do you mean by multi-stage centrifugal pump? See, the multi-stage centrifugal pump, basically it is a centrifugal pump. That means if I am describing the multi-stage centrifugal pump, then if I say that if a centrifugal pump consists of two or more impeller, that means either this is your impeller. Now two or more impeller. If the centrifugal pump is consist of two or more impeller, the pump is called multi-stage centrifugal pump. Clear? That means if it is consisting of two or more impeller, then it will be called multi-stage centrifugal pump. The impeller may be mounted on the same shaft or on the different shaft. Clear? That means if it is your impeller, so it may be, if it is your shaft, so in the same shaft or in the different shaft. Clear? So impeller may mount in the same shaft or different shaft. Okay. So if it is basically mounted on the same shaft, then we are getting, that means high head, we can produce high head. And if it is that means not installing in the same shaft, then we will be getting high discharge. Okay. So there is basically two types of classification. Okay, multi-stage centrifugal pump is having the following, that means the two types. The number one is your what? To produce high head. Two types of multi-stage centrifugal pump here. That means one number one motive is your to produce high head, and number two is your to produce high discharge. Clear? See, high discharge, where high discharge needed, basically maximum flow rate is needed where, and high head means you have to place the water from from ground floor to 10th floor. So that time high head is needed, and you have to place the water from one floor to ground floor to first floor, but you have to play that means the water is your 1 liter to 1000 liter. Okay, so that time you have to use this high discharge or large quantity liquid. That means that means that type of multi-stage pump you have to use. That means where the shaft is basically number of shaft is used. Okay, but in case of high head you have to use one shaft. Okay, and based on that you have to produce that means the pressure energy is produced. Okay, so I think it is clear. Now multi-stage centrifugal pump for high head, you can see in this diagram, this is your multi-stage centrifugal pump for high head. This is your shaft, and in this shaft the impeller is mounted. Two impeller you can see, and the water is coming into the system, and it is pressurizing, again it is entering into another impeller, it is pressurizing, then it is your outlet. Same here. Okay, like this. So you can see the water is pressurized and more pressure we will be getting. So what is the application of this? Let us consider this is your fifth floor building. Now the capacity of the pump is like it can deliver water from ground floor to the second floor, but I have to place the water in the sixth floor. So that is why again I have installed, I want to install another pump which will be producing this water, whatever available here, that water is producing in the fourth floor, and another pump is used in the same shaft, and this water is placed in the sixth floor, like this. Okay, so this is why this multi-stage centrifugal pump for high head is needed. And you can see in the diagram, again you can see, 1 minute. Again you can see here the water is entering, then pressurizing, then entering another impeller, then it is delivering. Okay, and in this shaft is rotating, that means one shaft is rotating and the lot of impeller is rotating at the same time. Okay, now what we are getting? High head. That means at this time head is increasing. Okay, so if the n is the number of identical impeller mounted on the same shaft, and hm is the head developed by each impeller, then total head developed is equal to n into hm. Clear? Total head we are getting n into hm, where hm is the manometric head and n is the number of identical impeller mounted on the same shaft. Clear? Now in case of multi-stage centrifugal pump, that means in the you can see the shaft is basically low to that means the shaft is defined. In the single shaft the your pump is installed. So you can see here basically each pump is installed in the single shaft. Okay, so water is coming and it is q1 amount of discharge is given by this pump, then q2 amount of discharge given by this pump. So as a whole we are getting q is equal to q1 plus q2. So what we are getting? The lot more water, that means display water flow rate, or the water amount of water is displaced more. Okay, in case of say multi-stage centrifugal pump for high discharge. I think it is clear. Now what we are getting? N is the number of identical pump arranged in parallel and q is the discharge. So total discharge is equal to what? N into q. And at that time total head is equal to n into hm. Okay, so this is all about the multi-stage centrifugal pump. I hope it is clear. Next class we will be discussing some numerical and all this. So in today's lecture up to this, I hope it is clear. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, that is your DM Study Center, and press the bell icon to get notification. And you are just that means you can share my video if it is benefited, and for please share this video to that student, those who are relevant to this subject. Okay, thank you for listening.